So build videos in 2020. Let's take a quick recap seeing as this is video number 7 in the series. Basically, Payday 2 is being updated again. I'm making up-to-date builds for all 21 perk decks. Holy shit. This is video number 7. Rogue, Grinder, Anarchist, Hacker, Sociopath, and Kingpin were 1 through 6, all of which are linked in the description. These are all death sentence 1 down difficulty builds. Playing less than that and you're a pussy. Each build will have some crossovers or will have Inspire and 9 lives aced. Maybe not this one. Painkillers aced is not better than Quicks Fixed aced. Facts. Each build will be using Max Infamy with a video on screen and linked in the description. Going to try and use some different weapons to accentuate the builds and make them fun. Not every build will have the ISMA shotgun, even though I would like them to. All builds will have been tested for at least 2 minutes in order to validate my claims. I will give some playstyle ideas and some map suggestions where the build may find you more success. Click like if you like this video and subscribe if you are new. Today we will be looking at the Burglar perk deck. No, not Burger, Burglar. No, not Hamburglar, just Burglar, damn it. Burglar burst onto the scene back in 2014 with the Clover character pack and is widely known as the stealth perk deck to have. This recently changed when the Hacker perk was released and everyone wanted the pocket ECMs for when they f*** up, but I still use Burglar as my go-to stealth build perk. The other option that has stealth benefits is of course Yakuza. The only map I actually use this on for a stealth build is Shadow Raid when I'm on that all loot run and going for some Odu Nabu Naga action. You really do have to weigh up what works for you and the specifics of the heist that you're going to do. The other interesting thing about the Burger perk deck, is that it also has the ability to be used as a dodge build in loud heists. I did a Burglar loud build video way back when and explained how Burglar is up there with dodge statistics second only to Rouge. It's tied with Hacker and Crook with 45 dodge as a maximum. So we again find ourselves with a perk deck that has some elements purely to help with stealth and then some elements that are strong on loud. Now that means this is truly a deck that can either be a stealth deck or a loud deck, or one of those crazy mother effers that some people do where it's both. In this video I will show you a full stealth loadout and then a quick look at a loud version. It really mirrors the Crook and Rouge builds, so I won't take too long, I promise. The best thing about Payday 2 stealth builds now is that after a lot of updates, that there really is no sacrifices you have to make. You can literally get every single skill you need for a stealth build, and there isn't anything left out where you may say, if I only had just a couple more points. Now you can have it all, unless you're some weirdo who takes feign death or some strange loud hybrid shit. I'm talking straight up stealth build, all skills. For the perk deck itself, let's take a look-see. First off is the stealth benefits, as this is the main basis of this video. Bagging bodies 20% faster, picking locks 20% faster, and answering pages 10% faster. These may sound like nominal amounts, but they are the only parts of any deck that is geared to stealth, so you may as well take them. One of these that truly saves my ass more than the others is the pager answer. That extra second is often a lifesaver if you take out more than one guard at a time, allowing you to finish one pager and then use an extra second to get to the next one super quick. Bagging bodies and picking locks is a nice bonus, and if you use a crew management skill quick, then you're really onto something. For the loud portion of the deck, there are a few good things here too. 30 dodge, so put that with the 2-piece suit for 5 and sneaky bastard for 10, and you have 45. 10 more when sprinting with duck and cover ace. Then there's a 20% reduction in the chance of being targeted while standing still or crouching, and also while standing still or crouching, your armor will regen 20% faster. So stick this with resilience basic, shock and awe, and it makes for some speedier armory recovery. For the build, let's talk weapons and stuff before we get to the skills. ICTV armor, don't be so stupid. Okay, 2-piece suit. For the throwable and melee, I honestly have no preference here. My only recommendation is something that doesn't interfere with your concealment. For stealth, we want a detection risk of 3. I never use my melee in stealth, and same goes for the throwable. I do see that some people like the shurikens or playing cards, and then the melee really is just a personal choice. Please let me know in the comments below which one your favorite is. For the weapons, I have a pretty standard set to get my detection to 3. Again, it's all personal preference, but just keep the detection risk low. I go for the cavity assault rifle and the judge as a secondary. I always recommend you take a shotgun of some kind, primary or secondary. This allows you to kill blast enemies out of the way of cameras, other guards, civilians, etc. Or just get them into a more convenient spot to answer the pager. If I'm taking an all-loot run with a heist that has deposit boxes, big bank, bank heist, go bank, etc., I'll take a saw primary with a high concealment secondary. The lowest detection I've managed with a saw is 10. Okay, now for the skills. In Mastermind, I take quick fix ace, not painkillers. In Mastermind, I only take force friendship for 4 extra cable ties and the tie-in speed increase. I also pick up confident basic in this tree because I literally had no nowhere else to put these points. Confident has some utility if you get spotted far away and need to yell, but I do find that the regular distance is okay anyway. In Enforcer, just transport a basic needed here for bag moving, essential on all loot runs. In Technician, we get a little heavier, spending 12 points to get Jack of all trades. This allows us to take 2 deployables. The deployables you take will require you to select a primary and a secondary. When fully skilled out, this build will allow you to take 2 body bag cases and an ECM, or 2 ECMs and a body bag case, or any other combo you can think of. It's really high specific which ones you choose and how you play. Next, we need to take full maxed out drill skills. These skills make them silent, reduce the time taken, give them chance to restart themselves after breaking. You'll also gain a 50% chance of restarting a drill by melee on each break. Next up is trip mines. A lot of people like trip mines littered all over the map to help with awareness and guard locations. It is super helpful. Acing this will get you the maximum amount possible when put in your primary deployable slot. Then it's a cheeky stray point in steady grip and then onto the ghost tree. Here we go spending some money. Now there's so much in the first section that you just need to ace all of it. I'm going to tell you in quick succession what you get in this party pack.
I'm looking for
Stealth builds.
And a clean pair of shorts. What do you know about
Stealth builds. Mark enemies in casing mode, pick up articles in casing mode, 30% more value to cashew pickup, gain 1 additional body bag, increase your body bag inventory to 3, be able to take 2 full body bag cases as a deployable, ability to mark enemies in a 10-meter radius when standing still, access insider assets in the pre-planning menu, reduce cleaner cost by 75%, be able to loot 1 camera at a time for 25 seconds, lockpick 100% faster, be able to lockpick safes, ECM can now be used to open doors, ECM jammers now delay pages, the length of the ECM jam time is increased twice, you can now take 2 ECM jammers as your deployable. Next we have duck and cover for stamina and parkour for speed. Then it's inner pockets in order to increase the concealment of our melee weapon, again helping us lower our detection and slightly widening the amount of different melees we can choose while staying at 3. In the silent killer portion we take optical illusions ace to gain concealment boost for our weapons when they are silenced and have a nice quality of life skill for stealth builds, high value target aced. This skill marks enemies for 100% longer and works when enemies are marked with trip mines and sixth sense. Not a necessity, but it's one skill I love and it's great to track guards for longer. The final skills are saw skills, totally optional and situational. Berserker Basic allows for the saw to do more damage when you're below 50% health. I typically use a Molotov to reduce my health enough to make Berserker active, but some people take Frenzy and start the heist with 30% health. You could achieve this by removing high value target, confidence, steady grip, or maybe some drill skills or trip mines. Really depends on what heist you are doing and how you want to play it. For example, the Big Bank requires no drill skills, but a saw is nice. Golden Grin requires no saw, but drill skills help a little. Really tailor it to what you need. For clarity, having Berserker active on your saw means it takes just 1 tap of the saw to open a deposit box, otherwise it will take 2. In fact, the sharp blade attachment may be a 1 tap also, but you don't get as much ammo if you don't take the durable blade. Totally your choice, these berserker points could go into something else that you could find useful. And there's really not much else left to a stealth build, no other real skills that you could ever want. If you did want to merge the build and be able to get shit done if you f*** up, then you would need to sacrifice somewhere. Maybe grab 9 lives ace. If you're playing with others, maybe inspire, grab some armored regen skills, etc. Now for the loud version of a burglar build. Here's a quick scan. It's mainly based around dodge and of course armor regen to complement the perk deck itself. Before we talk playstyle, let's talk game mechanic. Like every game mechanic in Payday 2, there is a lot of math behind it, and for stealth, detection, concealment, etc., there's no exception. A low detection decreases the distance you can be detected from, and it increases the time until you are detected. You can stealth with whatever detection you want, but just know the higher the number, the further away you'll be seen, and when you are seen, you'll be detected faster. Some people get confused between detection risk and concealment, but detection risk is in complete relation to your concealment. High concealment equals low detection. Part of the calculations look like this. Go take a read if you're interested. The long guide link is in the description. For new stealthers, take your time to learn the maps. Camera placement, guard paths, and objectives are all important. Use the sixth sense skill to sit for a couple of seconds and gain some awareness of guards and civs around you. Try not to rush around corners and stay crouched as much as possible. You are more visible when standing. Maps for this build are of course the stealth ones, and a couple of non-stealth ones that will challenge you once you master the basic ones. Start off with the easy ones and progress to more difficult ones. Ukrainian job, jewelry store, and bank heists are good ones to start out on. You will soon find your favorites and what you find easier than others. This will also vary greatly between players. If you stealth with friends or a random group, please be aware that lag and connection issues may be a problem.
It's a beautiful building, but we're bringing ugly business. We'll need codes to get deeper in, so look for their servers. You know how this goes. Eyes peeled for security. Cities need to be controlled, and key cards are always useful. That's the server room. Get inside and get me connected. Damn it, looks Looks like we need local access. Most likely, one of the staff terminals. Figure out which one. Try them all if you have to. Wrong terminal. Try another.